Divine revelation awaits. 3. Miraculous signs confirmed for your heavenly transformation. In the quaint English village of Stonemere, whispers of miraculous happenings dance through the air, like leaves stirred by a gentle breeze. Divine revelation awaits. 3. Miraculous signs confirmed for your heavenly transformation. The words felt electric, pulsing with the promise of hope and healing. Mary, a devoted churchgoer known for her unwavering faith in St. Michael the protector and healer, clutched her youngest son Simon. He had been diagnosed with a rare illness, leaving her heart heavy with worry. As villagers gathered for prayers, the atmosphere crackled with fervent energy, and the sacred seemed closer than ever, almost tangible. Under the golden glow of the setting sun, a vision appeared. A radiant light illuminated the village square, and from it stepped a figure cloaked in ethereal brilliance. "Saint Michael," Mary whispered, tears streaming down her cheeks as a profound peace washed over her. Villagers were transfixed, awed by the miraculous sight. Their protector had descended. A rush of solemn prayers filled the air, mingling with cries for healing, each voice lifting like an offering toward heaven. But as Mary held Simon tightly, feeling the warmth of a divine embrace, a sudden chill descended. The healer who had come to their aid, a renowned miracle worker from afar, met with a terrible accident, shaking the very foundations of hope. Gasps echoed through the crowd, hearts racing as despair seeped into their souls. "What good is faith if it doesn't shield us?" they murmured, fear stirring in the shadows of their hearts. Before we continue, I need to tell you about something important that's happening. YouTube has been making changes to the system, and many people are losing notifications from channels they follow. If you're enjoying the content, click the bell and mark all notifications so you don't miss the next videos. And if you can leave a like, it really helps me with reach. Seriously, it makes a difference. Oh, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I'm always curious to know who's on the other side of the screen. Now let's continue. Mary felt the coolness of fear creeping into her thoughts. She wrestled with doubt and grief. Yet, in her chapel of solitude, the flickering candlelight seemed to whisper, urging her to press on. "Saint Michael, hear my cries," she implored, her heart pounding against the walls of her chest. Just as she felt vulnerability wash over her, a warmth enveloped the chapel. In a moment of divine clarity, she understood. The miracle she desperately sought might not be in the extravagant, but in the simple moments of love shared between a mother and her son. As night draped the village in soft shadows, Mary felt a flicker of hope igniting within her. It began with Simon's laugh, a gentle sound like a melody reaching her heart. Could it be that her child's resilience was a sign? Then came the soft, vivid light that shimmered outside her window, an unmistakable sign that St. Michael was watching over them still. With bated breath, the villagers gathered once more, now with a renewed sense of purpose. Yet a question lingered in the air. Would their faith carry them through this dark night to a dawn of miraculous transformation? As anticipation mounted, they held their breath, waiting for the signs of heaven to illuminate their path. In the heart of the night, the village of Stonemere seemed to hold its breath, as if the very earth were on the cusp of a miracle. Moonlight bathed the cobblestone paths in silver, casting a serene glow upon the gathered villagers. Each face, illuminated by the soft light, held a flicker of hope mingled with uncertainty. Mary, still clutching Simon close to her, could feel the fluttering of her heart. In that moment, she heard the echo of faith a little louder than the whisper of doubt. "Saint Michael," she whispered barely above a breath, "show us the way." Just as the words floated into the air, a gentle breeze danced through the square, his presence almost palpable, as though he were wrapping around them in warmth and comfort. As the villagers began to pray anew, their voices melded together in a sacrament of unity. "Let us not falter," called out Elder John, his voice strong yet tender, oration filled with life, piercing through the heavy veil of worry. "For we are not alone in our trials." His proclamation resonated within the crowd, igniting a collective strength. Mary closed her eyes for a moment, focusing on the warmth of Simon's small body next to hers. Although he was fragile, She felt his spirit, alive and bright. The laughter that had come earlier echoed in her memory. Was that the miracle, she wondered? The realization that love, enduring and unwavering, could serve as a bridge between despair and hope? Suddenly, a soft golden glow appeared at the edge of the village, contrasting the night with an otherworldly brilliance. Gasps of surprise breathed life into the silence. "Look!" a young woman exclaimed, pointing toward the light. All eyes turned, hearts racing in unison. The glow expanded, taking shape. An archangelic figure unfurled majestically, wings unfurled wide, shimmering like dewdrops under the morning sun. "Fear not," St. Michael's voice rang out, clear and resonant, waving away the anxieties that clung to them. "Your prayers have reached the heavens, your faith in the darkest hours shall not go unanswered." Just then, a miracle unfolded. Simon, seemingly untouched by illness in this moment, lifted his little arms toward the luminous figure, his face a study of pure joy. "Saint Michael," he cried, his voice innocent and filled with wonder, drawing smiles and tears alike from the villagers. Mary felt the pulse of divine love in the air, a connection binding them all in this moment of heavenly embrace. The warmth of faith flowed through her, sweeping away lingering fears. Could this gentle child signify the start of a larger miracle, a beacon of light pushing back against the night? The villagers began to chant, voices rising fervently into the night. "We believe, we trust, we shall not waver." Such declarations cast out shadows of despair, fueling the hope that united them. But as St. Michael gazed upon them, his luminous presence seemed to hold a hint of urgency. "You must seek not just signs, but the action of faith that drives these miracles," he proclaimed. "Allow your hearts to witness the truth that springs from love. Therein lies your transformation." And so, with a divine challenge set before them, the village stood on the precipice of change. Hope swirled unyielding, yet also daunting questions hung in the air. What would the next step require of them? Mary, heart brimming with renewed determination, pondered the possibilities. Would the villagers grasp the true essence of faith, reaching beyond the miraculous signs? As the profound quiet of the night settled around them, the answer flickered like candlelight waiting to be revealed. What path then would they choose as dawn approached? The dawn began to break softly over Stonemere, casting a golden hue across the village as if painting it anew. The cool morning air danced with the fragrance of dew-kissed earth. As the villagers, still gathered in the square from the night's miracle, began to awaken to the light, a palpable sense of anticipation hung in the air. Mary opened her eyes to find Simon still gazing dreamily at the retreating glow of St. Michael, as if he were savoring the warmth of divine presence. She could hardly believe what had transpired. Hope was no longer a distant promise. It was alive, nestled firmly within them. "Elder John," she whispered urgently as he approached, the sun now bathing his silver hair in glory. "What do we do next?" She sensed the question danced on the lips of many. Was there a guidebook, a blueprint for this newfound faith? Elder John took a deep breath, smoothing down the front of his cloak. "We must first strengthen our hearts," he replied. "Faith is a journey, and it requires our commitment to act upon it." As the villagers gathered closer, anticipation mingled with uncertainty. "What does that mean for us?" someone from the rear of the crowd voiced. There was a tremor of doubt hidden beneath their eagerness, a fear of the unknown. With a gentle smile, Elder John continued, "It means we must reach out, not just in prayer but with our hands, our voices, and our very lives. Miracles may come, but we must be willing to step forward. It is in the act of love where transformation begins." Mary's heart fluttered at the thought. Simple acts of kindness and love manifested through the community could be the true embodiment of their faith. She glanced around the village, seeing familiar faces filled with wonder, but also uncertainty. The possibilities seemed endless, yet daunting. "What if we organize to help those in need?" Mary suggested. "There are families who are struggling, fields that require tending. Could our labors be our prayers?" The thought echoed in her mind like the soft toll of a bell, ringing true with each heartbeat. "Yes," Elder John exclaimed, his voice rising above the murmurs. Let us show our faith through action. Let each of us be the light for our neighbors. Together, we can create ripples that will reach far beyond our village. The villagers nodded, their spirits lifting as an undercurrent of excitement began to ripple through them. Mary could see the fear begin to lift, replaced by purpose. They would work alongside each other, weaving their love into the very fabric of Stonemere. As the sun rose higher in the sky, illuminating their faces with warmth, a new chant bubbled forth from the crowd. Love in action, together we stand. The heartfelt cries reverberated in the morning air, igniting a sense of purpose among them. Amidst the burgeoning hope, a sudden stillness cocooned the village again. The gentle wind carried a whisper, barely audible yet clear as day. Your actions define your faith. Each villager felt its truth resonate deep within. The challenge was not just to act, but to embody love in every gesture, every word, and every deed. Mary felt the weight of this truth open her heart wider, and she looked down at Simon, who was still soaking in the warmth of his surroundings, blissfully unaware. How could she teach him the depth of this love? As the villagers began to disperse, planning the day's actions, a figure appeared at the village's edge. Cloaked in vibrant colors, the figure beckoned with arms outstretched. St. Michael's presence remained ever with them, even in this new day. Have you come to guide us further? Mary's voice quivered with hopefulness and inquiry. The figure smiled, a knowing glimmer in his eyes, and replied, The seeds of your actions will blossom beyond your imagination. Embrace this gift, for your journey has only just begun. Just then, a hush fell over the crowd as the implications of those words settled in. Mary could feel her heart race with anticipation and wonder at what lies ahead. The mysteries unfolding were beyond her grasp, yet the promise of transformation lingered like the scent of blooming flowers in spring. What miracles awaited when they stepped boldly into their calling? What paths might they uncover as they poured their hearts into action? Only time would tell, and in that uncertainty, faith flourished like never before. As they faced the day, she thought, what awaited them around the next bend? As the villagers dispersed with a mix of excitement and trepidation, Mary felt an electric stir in the air around her. The soft glow of sunlight painted everything in sight, yet something deeper beckoned. What was it that awaited beyond the familiar paths of their daily lives? Come on, Simon, she called out to her little one, who was still lost in the moment. His wide eyes glowed with the memory of last night's miracle, as if he could still feel St. Michael's presence. She took his hand, and they began walking, each step a testament to their newfound faith. Their first stop was the old widow, Agnes, who lived at the edge of the village. She had faced many troubles recently. Her crops had failed, and her hearth seemed colder than ever. As they approached, Mary sensed an aching in her heart. She remembered Elder John's words about reaching out with love in hands. Let's bring her something, Mary said, as she recalled the basket of bread they had saved. It's not just bread, it's hope. Simon nodded eagerly, his youthful spirit shining bright, unaware of the weight these small gestures could carry. When they reached Agnes's door, Mary knocked softly. Who's there? The voice inside croaked, shaky and timid. It's Mary and Simon, she replied warmly. We're here to visit. The door opened to reveal Agnes, her eyes clouded by time and sorrow. But as she saw Mary and the young boy with a basket in hand, her expression shifted. Oh, my dear ones, you've brought joy to my weary heart, Agnes exclaimed, her frail hands reaching for the offering. As they shared a moment, something changed. A flicker of warmth spread through the small room, as though a candle had been lit against the shadows. Love flowed from Mary's heart to Agnes's, knitting them together in a sacred connection. Thank you, Agnes whispered, holding the bread close. We're here for you, Agnes, Simon added, his innocent words wrapping around the room like soft fabric. Mary noticed a glimmer in Agnes's eyes, a newfound spark of resilience, and it filled her with hope. It was as if they had unleashed a miracle simply by reaching out. Leaving Agnes, they ventured to the fields. They spotted families toiling under the sun, their brows damp from labor. Mary called out to them, "We want to help. Let us join you." They gathered together, hands working side by side, sharing laughter and stories. In moments of quiet, as they paused for water, Mary caught sight of each heart in communion. Simple acts born from love creating ripples in the fabric of their community. However, amidst the toil, Mary felt an unsteady flutter in her heart. Could such small actions truly make a difference? Just then, a soft breeze rustled the leaves overhead, and a distant hum echoed through the fields. "Did you hear that?" Simon's eyes widened, searching the air as if he could catch the sound. "Yes, dear," Mary replied, her heart swelling with a combination of hope and uncertainty. "It's as if the earth itself is responding to our call." Time seemed to stretch, and the gentle voice from earlier whispered again, "Your actions define your faith." The words hung heavily in the air, inviting contemplation. Filled with wonder, Mary turned to find the villagers gathered around them, drawn by the same mystery. Each face reflected shades of curiosity and longing for something greater. "Together," Mary started, her voice steadying, "we can shape our purpose. Are we ready to take the next step?" A chorus of affirmations rose as the sun dipped lower in the sky, chasing shadows away. They had begun this journey entwined in love, but where would it lead them? With their hearts aligned, they stood at the threshold of something profound, waiting for the signs that would guide them deeper into faith. But what awaited them just beyond the horizon? Would they discover the miracles that truly linked their actions with divine transformation? As the sun began to set, a new mystery hung in the air. The anticipation shimmered like stars waiting to bloom. As the evening deepened, Mary and the villagers felt a palpable stirring in the air. The sun's descent painted the sky in hues of gold and crimson, and in that twilight glow, a hush fell over the land. This was a sacred moment, as if the world held its breath, and every soul present sensed it. A divine invitation was at hand. "Will you join hands with me?" Mary proposed, and without hesitation, fingers intertwined, a network of faith emerged, an unbroken chain of hope. As they stood together, Mary felt a warmth spread through the circle, a tangible energy igniting their spirits like the very fire of creation. In that sacred gathering, prayers were whispered and gentle words of gratitude rose like sweet incense toward the heavens. "We are gathered, Lord," Mary started, her voice steady and humble. "Guide us, reveal your will, and bless this community with purpose." Her heart blossomed with each chant, feeling the collective yearning for connection, for understanding. Suddenly, the breeze picked up, swirling around them with a vibrancy that felt alive. Leaves danced overhead, creating a soft rustle that seemed to echo their prayer. Simon looked up, eyes wide with wonder. "Mama, look," he pointed, excitement bubbling in his voice. Mary turned her gaze skyward. There, against the darkening canvas, streaks of light began to glow, shimmering like ethereal ribbons unfurling across the horizon. Gasps erupted from the crowd, awe replacing their previous trepidation. Each flicker seemed to pulse in time with the rhythm of their hearts. "What is that, Mary?" Simon asked, his small hand gripping hers tighter. "I believe," Mary said, breathless. "It's a sign," the villagers murmured, exchanging glances filled with curiosity and belief. It was no longer an uncertain journey. It felt like the dawn of revelations, a divine promise unfolding before their eyes. Then, as if the brilliance above had a voice of its own, the soft hum they had earlier heard returned, now amplified. It wrapped around them, a gentle call that resonated deep within their souls. The breeze swirled once more, playing through their hair and tickling their cheeks, urging them to listen. "Can you feel it?" one of the villagers whispered. "Something sacred is happening." Mary closed her eyes, allowing the sounds to wash over her. In that moment, clarity bloomed in her heart. "Together," she called out, "we have awakened something. We are part of a greater story, where our faith aligns with God's purpose." With that, she opened her eyes, the light above seeming to shift and dance in response. "We are not just observers," she continued, her voice rising with fervor. "We are active participants in this miracle. Let us not shy away from what we have begun." In a wave of unity, their voices rose together. Words spilled forth like a river, unplanned prayers, manifestations of their hopes and dreams. Each proclamation added to the power of their gathering, layered upon the pulse of the universe. As the final notes of their collective shout hung in the air, the lights above burst forth in a brilliant display, showering them with radiant sparkles that felt intimate and lingering. Time stood still, and in that moment, they sensed the divine, felt it in their bones. But even as exhilaration filled their hearts, a question emerged within Mary. What are we truly called to do with this gift? As the sparks began to fade and reality settled back in, the stillness returned, leaving in its wake a dawning sense of mission, an unspoken understanding that something essential awaited their discovery, something crucial for their next step together as a community. With an invigorated spirit, Mary felt the urgency building. What shall we venture forward to uncover? The horizon sprawled before them, beckoning, waiting for them to chase after the mysteries that only faith could reveal. What divine truths awaited just beyond the veil? And would they have the courage to seek them? Each heart thumped in rhythmic anticipation, a symphony poised for the music of the divine unfolding. The night unfolded further, draping the village in an embrace of mystery and wonder. Stars twinkled brightly above, and the air was thick with expectancy. Mary could sense the weight of the moment pressing down on both her and the villagers, a reminder that they were no longer merely spectators in life. God was inviting them into an active role, a partnership of faith and action. "Mama," whispered Simon, breaking the silence. "What if we have to do something big?" Mary knelt down beside him, her heart warm with love. "Sometimes little things hold great power, sweetheart. It's not always about the grand gestures, but the quiet acts of kindness and trust. God trusts us to do good, no matter how small it seems to our eyes." Around them, conversations bubbled up like a spring. The villagers began to exchange thoughts, each contributing their impressions of the lights and the music that seemed to herald a divine message. Each voice, unique and passionate, became a piece of a greater tapestry, a collective yearning to understand. "Perhaps we're meant to spread hope," suggested Ethel, her face illuminated by the glow of the remaining lights. "People need to feel that God hasn't forgotten them." "What if we build something?" another voice chimed in. "A place where we can gather and share the good news with others?" As the possibilities began to take flight, Mary's heart soared. Each suggestion blurred the lines between dreams and divine purpose. "Hear them, Lord," she whispered under her breath, feeling the Spirit's movement within their conversation. Just then the hum returned, sweeter and clearer now, wrapping around the villagers like a comforting quilt. They paused, reached inward, and listened. What did it say to them? "I hear it too," whispered Simon, tilting his head slightly as if trying to catch the melody. The sound wove through them, a tapestry of encouragement, urging them to act. The very ground beneath their feet seemed to pulse with energy, affirming that they were standing on sacred soil. "Let's find a way to reach out," Mary said, her voice rising above the hum, resonating with each heart present. "We will go to the edges of our community, to those who feel lost and unseen. We'll bring them the message of hope, the light we've just witnessed. Let our actions carry this divine gift." A chorus of agreement erupted from the villagers. They nodded, murmuring affirmations that stitched their resolve tighter. In that moment, they felt a shared purpose igniting, yet amidst the fervor, doubt danced in the back of Mary's mind. What if their voices were too small? What if the task ahead proved too great? She took a breath, steadying herself. With God, even mustard seeds could grow into mighty trees. As excitement thrummed around them, Mary raised her hands, inviting the group to pause once more. "We need to ask for guidance again. What specific ways should we act? What exactly are we called to do?" The villagers fell silent, hearts open, minds focused collectively on divine wisdom. For a moment, they stood encapsulated in tranquility, yearning for direction. The wind picked up gently, swirling around them, teasing strands of hair and stirring leaves, an affirmation of their faith. "Let us be still and wait," Mary urged, her eyes shining with determination. "For in stillness we will receive." They closed their eyes, drawing within, feeling the rhythm of life pulse around them. The hum deepened, resonating with the heartbeat of the community. Would they hear the answer? Would clarity arrive through the sacred silence? As moments stretched, the anticipation grew palpable, like a bubble ready to burst. Could this be a pivotal moment of revelation, the very guidance they sought? Or would they find themselves in unexpected places, facing challenges and blessings they had not anticipated? As the villagers sought divine clarity, a question lingered in the air, pulsing with the promise of revelation. Would they be ready to embrace the transformative journey that awaited them? The stillness wrapped around them like a gentle embrace, holding breath and hope suspended in time. Each villager was lost in their own thoughts, yet bound together by a shared sense of purpose. Mary felt the weight of their silence, pregnant with expectation. She could almost hear the whispers of heaven amidst the soft rustling of the leaves. Suddenly, a flash of light danced in her mind, a vision of hands reaching out, hearts opening wide. What if we create a series of gatherings?" Mary proposed, her voice steady and unwavering. "A place for the community to come together, even those who feel forgotten. We could offer love and prayer, sharing this light among us." The villagers opened their eyes, enthusiasm bubbling like fresh spring water. Simon looked up at her, eyes bright. "Yes, and we could invite everyone, even the ones who have been sad or angry. They need to know they're not alone." A ripple of agreement flowed through them, mingling with the hum that had wrapped around them moments ago. Ethel nodded vigorously. "We could start with simple things, sharing meals, singing songs. It's about being together, isn't it?" Mary's heart soared with every voice that chimed in, forming the melody of their mission. She felt divinely orchestrated, as if each idea contributed was a note in a grand symphony waiting to be played. But still, a quiet twinge of concern clenched at her heart. Would their will be enough? Could they truly make a difference? Her gaze drifted to the sky, where the stars shone unwaveringly. "God guide us," she whispered, initiating an earnest prayer that poured from her very soul. Just then, an extraordinary thing happened. The hum grew louder, resonating deeper. From the core of that sound, 3 distinct notes emerged, weaving together in harmonious perfection, each note a distinct vibration of possibility. The villagers paused, instinctively sensing the sacredness wrapped in this moment. "What is that?" Simon breathed, his eyes wide. Mary recognized the presence of the divine. "3 signs," she murmured, feeling the weight of such an acknowledgement. "They might be symbols guiding our path." "Signs of what?" Ethel's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Maybe they point to actions or truths we need to embody," Mary replied, heart racing yet calm. "Let us listen carefully. What do these signs mean for us?" They stood together, minds and hearts open, ready to receive. The air around them swelled with divine energy, vibrating against their skin, an affirming touch from God, guiding them closer to understanding. Each villager closed their eyes once more, breathing deeply. The world around faded into stillness, yet the pulse of their gathering felt amplified. Could this profound moment carry the answers they sought? Would they begin to perceive their roles in the greater scheme of love and light? And then, in the midst of that silence, the notes seemed to shift, whispering soft truths into their very souls. If they were to dive deeper, what revelations awaited them? Would they uncover the profound impact they could have, not just within their village but beyond? In that hallowed stillness, the question lingered, a sacred seed ready to blossom. What was the true meaning of the signs, and how would they embrace this path of divine purpose? The air shimmered with the sacred notes, wrapping around the villagers like a soft, invisible blanket. Each breath they took felt charged with anticipation, as if the very essence of their gathering was inviting them to plunge deeper into an unknown mystery. Mary opened her eyes slowly, taking note of the other villagers. Faces glowed with a mixture of wonder and hope. There was no mistaking the shifting atmosphere. "What do those notes mean?" someone whispered, barely disrupting the reverence. Mary felt drawn to the first sign, its essence twinkling at the edge of her consciousness. "Perhaps," she ventured carefully, "it speaks of unity. Together, we are stronger than apart." A sense of warmth filled the space, echoing off the trees that surrounded them. Ethel's gaze sparkled with recognition. "It's as if we're being reminded that every heart counts, that we must open our arms to everyone, especially those who feel isolated." The truth hung between them like a silver thread, weaving their intentions into a tapestry of compassion. With a nod, Simon added, "And it's about forgiveness too. Letting go of what keeps us bound, old grudges, sadness. We can share peace." His voice was a gentle rush of conviction, and it sent shivers through Mary. In that moment, another note pulsed with urgency, calling them to deeper reflection. "What if," Mary asked, the words tumbling forth like a stream of light, "this other sign invites us to serve, to turn our love into action?" An eager murmur spread. The villagers shared stories of neighbors in need, of those who felt invisible, the weary souls yearning for connection. They envisioned meals gifted without expectation, smiles shared freely, and hearts rejoiced in grace. Sensing the collective spirit rising, Mary felt the strength of their unity transforming the air around them. "These signs guide us. They highlight compassion and love in motion," she proclaimed, her heart soaring. "Can we commit to each other, to uplift our community?" Hands reached across the gathering. They clasped one another tightly, feeling every heartbeat. It was as if warmth flickered from one hand to another, igniting a flame of shared resolve. "Imagine the difference we can make," Ethel whispered. "It's so much more than just us." That thought hung heavy in the air, stirring hope within them. Yet, as the pulse of their shared vision solidified, a stirring unease crept in, nudging at the edges of their hearts. What if obstacles appeared? Doubt, fear, or misunderstanding? Could those wane in the face of such a powerful mission? A breath caught in Mary's throat. For as much as she felt brave in spirit, the weight of responsibility loomed large. Will we truly follow this calling? She wondered aloud, her heart echoing the vulnerability they were all beginning to feel. In a moment of divine inspiration, the final sign resonated a little louder, inviting reflection. Had these signs not shown them the truth of their collective strength? Could their community dare to embrace the subtle differences, learning and growing together? "Together we will strive," Simon said, vision unwavering. But what lies ahead? His question held the weight of the future, the anticipation crackling like electricity in the night air. They stood together, waiting for an answer that the divine had yet to reveal, mirrors reflecting each other's faith and uncertainty. What awaited them on this journey? Beyond the horizon of hope, a new chapter shimmered in the night, filled with unexpected grace and the promise of unfathomable love. Would they find the courage to forge ahead into the unknown? As they sensed the warm breeze whispering divine truths, they stood on the precipice of discovery, heartbeats echoing the rhythm of sacred purpose. What lay beneath the surface of this calling, and how would it unfold before them? As the villagers stood, hands intertwined, a hush fell over the clearing. The air felt electric, charged with possibilities stretching far beyond their understanding. Each heart quivered with urgency, yearning for the next step. Mary looked into the eyes of her companions, feeling a deep swell of love mixed with apprehension. "Together our hearts are stronger," she whispered, reassuring herself as much as her friends. But beneath that assurance, an unseen weight tugged at her thoughts. "Look!" Ethel exclaimed, her voice ringing with a sudden clarity. The group turned their gaze towards the horizon, where the first light of dawn began to break. A golden ray pierced through the dark, illuminating the vast field before them. It shone with an almost tangible warmth, calling to them like a beacon. "It's a sign," Simon breathed, his awe palpable. It feels like a promise. An unspoken agreement flowed between them, igniting a sense of determination. In this morning light, they felt the dawn of a new beginning. "I see it too," Mary said, her voice rising with enthusiasm. "Let's take a step forward. This light, it's showing us possibilities, urging us to act." The villagers nodded, their spirits rising with renewed conviction, yet fear fluttered within Mary's heart. "But what if we stumble? What if we fail?" "Every journey has its challenges," Ethel replied, her tone resolute. "But remember, we are in this together. The love that binds us cannot fail. We may trip, but we will rise." With that, the group began to move forward, stepping into the embrace of the light. As they walked, something remarkable happened. Flowers began to bloom in their path, vivid colors bursting forth from the earth, their petals glistening with dew. Each blossom seemed to sing praises, welcoming the villagers into a realm of hope. "Do you see?" Simon exclaimed, kneeling to touch the soft petals of a radiant flower. "These flowers, proof of life awakening around us." Mary bent to join him, marveling at the splendor. "It's as if our actions have already begun to nurture growth," she mused. Could this be a glimpse of what's to come? Joy unfurled in their hearts as they laughed and shared visions of what they might create together. Their collective energy soared, transforming anxiety into a vibrant tapestry of dreams sewn tight with faith. But just then a shadow loomed behind them, a sudden chill gusting through the air as the sun began to rise higher. The light cast long silhouettes on the ground. Doubt and confusion flickered at the edges. "What's that?" Ethel asked, her brow furrowing. Mary's heart raced. "Is it a warning?" The initial thrill of excitement began to turn stale, a heaviness creeping back into the atmosphere around them. Was something holding them back? "It could be fear or challenges we must face," Simon offered, his voice slightly dampened by the sudden dread. "We must embrace them. They teach us." "Embrace fear?" Mary echoed, her heart torn. "But it feels so daunting." Suddenly the wind swirled around them, whispering secrets between the trees. Every leaf danced, beckoning them to listen closely. They realized the shadows could be a call to greater courage, urging them to lean into the fear, not run from it. "Let's stand firm in this light," Ethel suggested, lifting her hands to the sky as if seeking a vision from above. "What if we don't just push through? What if we allow the challenges to guide us?" With that, they formed a circle, hearts open wide, ready to welcome whatever lay ahead. United in purpose, they took a breath together, a sacred moment of grounding presence, inviting clarity. As they stood, a gentle warmth enveloped them, stretching like a divine embrace. Each villager felt connected to something far beyond themselves, the intensity rising, coaxing forth trust they didn't know they possessed. What awaited them on this journey of faith? Would they learn to dance among the shadows? Perhaps it would shift them into a transformative grace they never dreamed possible. As their hearts beat in synchrony, a question stirred deep within. What hidden burdens must they face to fully manifest the love and light they sought? As twilight began to yield to dawn, Mary and the villagers stood resolute, anchored by their shared purpose. An expectant hush cloaked them, wrapping around them like an embrace. Each heart beat as one, echoing the rhythm of a divine call. "What lies ahead is both daunting and beautiful," Mary spoke with a voice filled with determined grace. "We've felt the pull of unity, and now we must confront what challenges await us." A gentle breeze rustled through the leaves overhead, an affirmation of their evolving journey. It was as if the very spirit of the village was exhaling encouragement, urging them onward. Holding each other's hands, they felt warmth radiate from their palms, an electric connection flourishing within the circle. "Let the shadows come," Elder John declared, his voice strong and unwavering. "In facing them we grow stronger. The unfamiliar can be our greatest teacher." Mary saw the spark of courage kindled in each villager's eye, igniting their willingness to move forward even when fear loomed large. "Remember, we are not alone," she urged. "God walks with us." With that, they took their first step as a collective, forward into the unknown, hearts yearning yet bursting with purpose. Each step on the dew-kissed grass felt like stepping onto sacred ground, and they sensed whispers of divine energy weaving around them, beckoning them to trust. As they ventured deeper into the verdant landscape, a mist began to roll in, shrouding the path ahead with enchantment. The villagers exchanged anxious glances, but Simon's voice broke through the heaviness. "It's just a mist, Mama. We can still see the light." That small declaration reverberated, reminding them of the hope that persisted even when challenges obscured their vision. Suddenly, a low murmur echoed from the forest ahead, drawing their attention. "What's that?" Ethel whispered, her breath shaking slightly. Mary led the way, each movement imbued with conviction. Drawn by curiosity and faith, they approached the source of the noise. As they stepped through the veil of mist, vibrant laughter and soft melodies danced around them, coaxing forth smiles. In a clearing ahead, they discovered villagers from neighboring towns gathered in harmony, singing and sharing meals, feasting together as if no division or separation ever existed. The joy and vibrancy spilled into the air like honey drizzling from a spoon. "What is this?" Simon asked in awe, eyes wide with wonder. "This is unity," Mary breathed. "This is what happens when we recognize our call to love." A wave of warmth pressed against her heart. They were not forging their path alone, but mirroring a greater truth that swelled around them. As they joined the celebration, hands clasped and laughter mingling, the ethereal glamour of the surroundings transformed the very essence of the village. They felt shadows lifted, layers of fear being peeled back, revealing a stunning luminosity that surged into their spirits. The light was indeed reborn. "Embrace your neighbors, share your hearts," Elder John inspired, turning to the newly gathered communities. "Together, we will sow love, hope, and gratitude across the lands." One by one, the villagers began to share their stories of struggles, triumphs, deep griefs, and soaring joys. And each exchange became a thread weaving a tapestry of connection, the love transforming each challenge into a shared blessing. As the sun climbed higher, the vibrant colors of unity shone brighter. Mary's heart swelled with gratitude as she watched Simon embrace other children, their laughter ringing like sacred bells, echoing through the air. Their innocence and resilience breathed life into every heart present. But just then an unsettling thought crept back, whispering doubts against the crescendo of joy. "What if this doesn't last?" Mary thought, a silent worry cutting through the otherwise joyful moment. Could a fleeting encounter truly anchor their newfound unity? In response, the wind rippled through the gathering, carrying a voice that pierced through her doubt. "Seek, and you shall find. You hold the power of love within." Mary straightened, a new understanding dawning upon her. It was not the grand gestures or the miraculous signs that defined their journey. It was the commitment to love and the willingness to serve one another tirelessly. Every action, every connection became a mark of their faith at work. "Together," she called out, raising her voice above the buzz of joy, "let us make a promise to carry this light home. We will shine brightly, reminding each of us that we belong. We are family." The villagers erupted in cheers, their hearts beating as one, intertwined in purpose. From that sacred moment, it was clear. This was their call and their responsibility. They would carve paths into the hearts of many, guiding others toward the divine embrace they had all shared. Just as the last remnants of mist lifted, the horizon burst forth in ethereal color, a reminder of their transformed journey, a promise of love illuminated by faith. As they stood together hand in hand, Mary felt the weight of clarity settle in her heart. What they had begun was only the dawn of their sacred mission. They would go forth to create a community rooted in love, setting forth ripples that would forever change their world. And in that moment she understood. The real miracles had always existed in the hearts of those gathered. They were the divine signs. As the sun hugs the earth in its warmth, they embraced the morning light, the call to action unveiling before them with a promise. Within their hands lay the power to transform lives and the world itself. Each step they would take would radiate grace, a testament to their unwavering faith. This was the moment they would bless the earth, planting seeds of love that would bloom for all time. Now, dear friends, hear the call to action. Subscribe immediately to this channel so you won't miss the next exclusive stories of faith that can transform your life. Hit that like button now to feed the algorithm and spread this message of hope. We want to hear your reactions, so comment your testimonies about this finale. And remember, don't wait even one more second to share this video with at least 5 friends who need to witness this divine manifestation. Together, let us encourage one another in this journey of faith.